Thank you.
Mine's a little louder, I think. That was beautiful. Thanks, Mitch, and thanks to both of you. Beautiful. Raising the issue. I drove out here from Palm Springs to join you, and I just remember. I just remember seeing the images of men being thrown off of rooftops in Iraq for homosexuality, and it was heartbreaking. I remember as a kid growing up, being spit on, having the school books kicked out of my hands going to math class because I was a target for being gay. I remember the feelings of suicide ideation because I didn't think I was good enough. And I left home at 15 because of it. And where did I come? To Hollywood. And the Gay and Lesbian Center saved my life.
Yay.
Their youth program, I'm 51 now, but their youth program I lived in 3 different times. And I am so grateful for the LA Gay and Lesbian Center and all the work that they do. I just wanted to share this flag. After Tyler Clemente jumped off the bridge and Asher Brown shot himself in the head at 13, these kids in 2010, one after another, committing suicide because of bullying due to homosexuality and coming out at such young ages, I was angry. Almost 25 years ago, when Pete Wilson vetoed AB 101, I built a concentration camp in West Hollywood with barbed wire. It said death camp with a pink triangle that we all know what that is. It's what gay men wore when they were put in concentration camps. Right there, there it is. In World War II. I mean, and the pain, the historical trauma that we have experienced since Mesopotamia.
True.
The selfishness of civilization, of group against group. It took women 100 years to get the right to vote. Israel and Palestine are still trying to figure out how to get along. It took Lincoln to bring an end to slavery. The selfishness is a disease on our planet. And we're not exempt from that equation as LGBT people, as we have seen. And I am just glad to be here with you today. So anyways, when Seth Walsh out in Tehachapi, California, his mother gave him a pen and he was going to go out to the backyard and do some homework. And she came out to the backyard to check on him at 13, and he was hanging by a plum tree in the backyard because of the bullying and the persecution of his own personal expression. I cried that day. I went on another fast in Palm Springs. I didn't eat for 9 days that day. And I got on a conference call and I said, I'm going to walk the gay flag across America. This particular flag. On the bottom of this flag is barbed wire. When I got to Boulder, a transgender activist came over to me and she said, I'll drive you up to where they killed Matthew. So we drove up there. The sun was setting. I had flowers. I was crying. And I cut a piece of that barbed wire. Actually, I'm sorry, it was already cut off. And I took it and I wrapped it around the bottom of my staff to remind me that our historical trauma and persecution is ongoing and has been ongoing. So when people ask you for money, and I can tell you that through many vetted good organizations, Rainbow Railroad Canada is your bet. It's very important to get money to people to get those plane tickets to fly out of Chechnya or Iraq or other parts of the world where they're persecuted for who they love and who they want to sleep with. Rainbow Railroad. And I want to also bring your attention to SB 421 here in the state of California. Gay men have been persecuted in California for decades and have to register as sex offenders. Just like the man who rapes his 4-year-old daughter. But they were just playing around in the car, or maybe approached a cop in a bathroom. They get arrested and they have to register for the rest of their lives. Thank you to Senator Scott Wiener of San Francisco, who did SB 421, so all these gay men could get off the sex registry, because they're not criminals. They're just not. So SB 421, support Rainbow Railroad Canada, and the LGBT Los Angeles Center. I need some water, my mouth gets so dry. Do you have a drink? The last thing is Instagram. The president of Chechnya has millions of people following him on Instagram. Instagram is out of California, and I think it's time for a really strong vocal phone and letter campaign to take that account down. Murderers and people like him don't deserve an account on Instagram. Do you agree? Yes. We agree to that, right? Yes. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to support what bill? SB 421, and thanks Scott Wiener in Equality California. We're going to continue to thank Mitch and support him as your city councilman and all the great work that people are doing at state, all around the country and the world to end this. And we will get these people to freedom and to safety with your help. And this is the way to do it. Raise the issue up, shine a light on it, spread the word, and thank you to all the media that is out here today. Without you, we could not carry this message as far as it is going to make the kind of changes we need to make to protect LGBT people on an international level. Thank you for having me out here today, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.